Hi, I'm Neil Walker from Live Casino Comparer, and I'm at iGB Live 2025 in London. This year I'm doing something slightly different. I'm going to bring you real conversations with some of the live casino providers that provide the games that you're used to playing. So I'm going to be finding out about the latest innovations and what we can expect to come up later this year. So without further ado, let's hear what's really going on behind the scenes. Hi, so I'm now with Martin, who's Group CEO of Imagine Live. And Imagine Live are a live casino company that I've got a bit of a history with, because about 2 years ago, I visited their studios in Yerevan in Armenia. And at the time, they were just newly formed and had about a dozen tables and 2 games. So Martin's going to give us a quick update today on where Imagine Live stands with live dealer casinos.
Yeah, so thank you very much and welcome back. Great to see you again.
Yeah.
And then it's a good time to catch up and then tell you about the developments where we are now. So I think you have seen in a very early stage the old studios and like the only 12 tables here, but it's like more than 100 tables. And it's not only in Armenia, so we are now already live in Romania as well. And we are planning to expand rapidly over the next couple of months as well to other territories as well. It's growing quite fast for us, the business, and I'm really proud of that.
So when I first visited, you had blackjack, baccarat, and roulette. So what live games have you now got?
Firstly, I mean, the blackjack, roulette, and the baccarat has become a kind of a variety of options. So in terms of the blackjack, we are already kind of bringing live different variations of the blackjack. The same with the roulette, including the different number of multiplayer roulette games, etc. But most importantly, where we are now, we have introduced a lot of game shows now. And we have number of game shows, like it's a wheel-connected game shows, roulette-connected game shows, a card-based game shows. Many of them are quite unique in the market, like the Robin the Fair game, which is quite unique. And many new things are at the moment live with us. And a lot of secrets are yet not undiscovered and undisclosed, which will be revealed over the time.
So I saw you mentioned Robin the Fair as a game, and I saw that you've got an Asian version of the game. So is that effectively a reskin of that, but for the Asian market?
As a strategy in terms of the Imagine Live's propositions and the development, we always look to tailoring the product to different markets. And when we're discussing with our Asian counterparts, we understood that the Robin Hood personage and the Robin the Fair game is not that. The game itself, the logic of the game is very well welcomed, but the game thematics is really kind of a bit weird for them. So we wanted to kind of tailor it to the Asian market. That's why we came up with a kind of an invention of the Dragon Fortune, an Asian variation of the Robin the Fair game, which has been a really good success. And we have just discovered and introduced that game during the Philippines show, and it was really very well welcoming.
So it's been well received by Asian players. So is it primarily baccarat players that would play that? Is it a good crossover game?
The game logic is very easy. So it's kind of the core logic of the game is a more like high-low standard game. So I can't say that it's really a baccarat. So I would prefer to say it's a card game, a very unique performance, which none of the other providers provide similar things.
Okay. And you've released a number of games, it's multiplayer games that use the RNG element. So is that a feature that we're going to see more of, the use of RNG with the live games?
Well, I can promise you can see a lot of new innovations coming on. And we are introducing different things, like very recently for the Roulette Rouge, we made a progress bar introduction to the multiplayer roulette game, which brings some new kind of it's a feature which none of the live casinos providers are kind of having in their games. It provides a loyalty for the players. As much you play, as bigger the multipliers can become, because you are becoming a loyal customer. And we're also introducing different kind of an integration, like with the same Roulette Rouge, we have integrated digital wheel kind of as a bonus game round, as you can see behind on me. And also we have done a crush game integration to the same Roulette Rouge as the next bonus game round.
So that's interesting, because crash games seem to be quite the thing these days, don't they? So integrating that, so has that integration been well received?
Yes, and it's been very well welcomed from the player's perspective, from the operator's perspective, and it's still growing. It's quite a very recent game. So we have introduced this year in ice. And when you check the numbers and you see the numbers, it's really growing.
So at heart, I'm a blackjack player. So one of the unique things that you were doing when you first released your blackjack tables was having lots of low value blackjack tables. Is that still the case now?
It's still the case, though we have introduced also on a high scale blackjack tables, and with a variation of starting from the $25 bet to the $250 bet, but we still keep the commitment to have a sufficient number of the low scale blackjack tables. Moreover, we have gone even beyond, and we are introducing the ultimate blackjack tables, which is scalable blackjack. And I think with that kind of coming live very soon, we'll be covering fully all the blackjack variations. So all the blackjack players are welcome.
Okay.
And one commitment I always keep is like, we will be always trying to keep our commitment to ensure there is a sufficient place for the blackjack players in our tables.
So one of the things I look for in a blackjack player is the rule set that the blackjack game is played for. So are there any particular rules that you've got that other suppliers don't have? So for example, splitting splits in a land base is something I'm quite used to doing, but online that is quite problematic.
Well, at the moment we have the two side bets available. It's like the perfect pair and 21 plus 3. And we follow the market, we listen to our players, we kind of hear the feedback. And based on that one, there are some plans to introduce more side bets, but it's kind of now over the time we'll be revealing those ones. One interesting thing in relation to our blackjack is we just recently introduced is a bet behind fictionality. So it allows also our players not only to sit on the table, but have an option making a bet behind the table.
And you mentioned game shows. So what have we got to look forward to? Can you give us any?
Well, firstly, we just launched, and you can see already live here. It's a wheel game show. It's not here, but it's a kind of you can see on our kind of screens and different screens. It's a wheel game show that we just introduced, which has multipliers. I think it's a 775 times multiplier applied for the game. Some new games are going to come very, very soon, but you need to just follow us in social media to get the news about this. So I'm not trying to release all our secrets all the time.
And markets. So where are you strongest? What markets are strong for you?
Well, as you can see, I mean, if you follow us over the recent months, we have kind of made a lot of kind of licensing applications, and we have been very successful in terms of the UK licensing application, MGA license, Swedish license. Our games are fully certified with the Brazilian regulator, or Romanian license, Greek license, and that's the direction we are taking. So if you follow the direction that we are having with our licenses, you can feel that which direction our wheel is flowing.
So obviously I'm based in the UK, and I've yet to find a casino that have got your games in the UK. So
there are some casinos that is, but with a very short period of time, you will see many, many more. And the target is to enable the Imagine Live product with almost all the operators in the UK.
All right, okay. That's exciting for me because looking forward to playing the games.
Always welcome.
In terms of dealer numbers, how many dealers are you?
Well, in terms of the dealer numbers, our population is close to 1,000 now. And but the number is rapidly growing because we are opening a new studios. Very recently, we launched the Romanian studios, and obviously you can imagine the number is growing there quite fast. And we are about now discussing to launch a new studios as well in the other country as well, which I cannot reveal it at the moment, but very soon you will be hearing about that. But that will be also be another trigger to grow the number of our dealers quite fast. So yeah, it's increasing rapidly.
Do you offer native language speaking tables?
Yes, we do. That's one of our kind of competitive advantages. Apart from just on the English tables, we do on the Russian tables, we do on the Romanian tables, we do on the Greek tables, we do on the Turkish tables, and Armenian tables, obviously, as you can imagine. Number is growing. As I said, I mean, our product is very tailored to our operators' needs. And we always in a very close dialogue with our operators, understanding what their needs are and which direction we need to go and what we need to do, make even the live casino better and reimagined, as we say, for our operators.
So when I visited the studios last, how had a number of innovations, not on the software side, but on the hardware side. So you had a robotic arm, which I saw was being used for...
Now it's being used for the baccarat, or the blackjack, and for the roulette.
And there were robotic cameras as well that sort of traveled on train tracks to give close-up views. So are there any other sort of innovations?
Yeah, firstly, that's the robotic arm you mentioned. So it's expanded its geography. So now we are covering with the robotic arm, like the game shows as well, like Roulette Rouge game is adopted to the robotic arm functionality. But at the same time, apart from that, we have very recently introduced the AI technologies in our live casino business, especially for the dealers, the performance tracking. That's very important to ensure a consistent quality performance from our dealers for our live casino. That's very key for us. And this obviously this AI is learning over the time. And we will be expanding all the features related to the AI technology gradually, covering more and more specters there.
Okay. So is AI also used for compliance, monitoring, and responsible gaming controls?
Yes, it is. It is. It's in a very early stages, but obviously, as you can know, I mean, from the market, AI is learning quite fast. So I'm quite aggressively teaching the AI to expand the technology-wise, the coverage.
Is there anything else that you'd like to...
Well, it's like, I need to repeat, first of all, thank you very much for reverting back to the Imagine Life. I will take a couple of years' time. But my advice would be to follow us in the social media, where we will be sharing all the news and new kind of stuff going in. So a lot of new and exciting stuff is yet to come. So we have made a commitment this year to make a very revolutionizing for our live casino, and we are on the right path to deliver more and more exciting games to our players and our operators.
Brilliant. I can't wait to see them.